And I'd like to now introduce Mr Rodney Croom, AM, spokesperson for the Tasmanian Gay and Lesbian Rights Group and a former arrestee, to respond.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me okay down the back there? As Alderman Briscoe just indicated, I've been asked to respond to the apology we've just heard from the Lord Mayor. I have to say, I found this response, excuse me, I found this response one of the hardest things I've ever had to compose. Reflecting on what happened 20 years ago raises many strong and conflicting feelings inside me. On the one hand, I acknowledge and applaud the sincerity of the Hobart City Council. It genuinely wishes to make amends for its actions, to heal the wounds of the past, and to build a more inclusive city on the basis of its apology. I also recognise how historic this moment is. Never before has a public authority in Australia offered an apology for breaching the human rights of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender and intersex people, and those people who are not gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender or intersex, but who nonetheless support and uphold human rights for everyone. Tonight shows, I think, how profoundly Tasmania has changed since 1988. I certainly felt that as I was mingling before, hearing people say things like, who could have possibly imagined that this would have happened 20 years ago? It's like a great wheel of history has turned. But on the other hand, I cannot forget the pain of being banned from a public place because I was a gay man. I will always live with the memory of sitting alone in a police cell in Liverpool Street Police Station, not knowing when I would be released, and fearing I might even be jailed for what I believed in. Yes, there were moments of fun, companionship, and even exhilaration during the Salamanca arrests and protests. Yes, these protests propelled the issue of gay law reform firmly onto the Tasmanian political agenda. But none of that changes the trauma and pain I felt, and many of you felt, at being excluded from a society we thought we belonged to. But then, listening to the Lord Mayor read the apology, I realised he hasn't asked us to forget the past. Instead, he and his fellow aldermen have asked us to have faith in the future and in each other. They have expressed their belief that our society can be an inclusive one which respects human rights and diversity. They want us to take this apology as a sign that this is possible. I too share this optimistic outlook, passionately and unshakably. For this reason, I not only accept the Council's apology, I embrace it. I am not alone in this. The stall that was banned at Salamanca Market 20 years ago belonged to the organisation which became the Tasmanian Gay and Lesbian Rights Group. One of the unchanging aspirations of that group has been to encourage respect and break down the barriers between people of different sexual orientations and gender identities. With that aspiration in mind, and having talked to my friends and colleagues in the TGLRG, I am confident I can accept the apology on their behalf as well. Obviously, the TGLRG and I cannot and should not speak for everyone in the room. The point of an apology is that it is offered without the expectation of acceptance. It is entirely up to you to decide in your own heart whether you accept the apology and how you accept it. What I can say, though, is that having now accepted it myself, I feel a wonderful sense of relief and release. It's as if, after 20 years, the bars around my police cell in Liverpool Street Police Station have finally disappeared, and I can see more clearly than ever the time when we will all be equal citizens in a just land. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if any of you have any glasses. If you do, please raise them. And we'll have a bit of a toast. A toast to us and to the future.
Just a final few words. I'd like to thank the Community Liaison Committee working group responsible for bringing this and other commemorative events about. Particular Heather Salisbury and her staff at the Council, as well as Rodney, Corey Peterson, Jenny Sallins. Not to mention Michael Dempsey, Richard Hale and others that stepped up to assist as required.